sensitive topic, but she's a grown adult, and I think she should be able to handle honesty on the subject. She thinks I'm a huge asshole, but I'm just trying to be realistic and do what I think is best for my niece.
Oh man.
I,
So he
20
didn't-
childless, would like to tell my.
He didn't say to her face she's ugly. I thought at the
That's
beginning.
what I thought.
thought
Yeah,
at the
but with
beginning of
those
the story,
huge fucking ears, she heard it.
God damn.
I think there's something kind of there like it's not that like I don't think he has a point here. Like I don't think
we do not under any circumstances gotta hand it to
no
him.
no. But like isn't that kind of weird for like the parents to be like you have to call her beautiful? Like that's also like weird, but also
Yeah.
okay, like okay.
The conversation sounds
Like-
like it was weird from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
just so funny to think of the parents like, you have to call him beautiful. And he's like, yeah, but I mean, you've seen her, right?
Are we looking at the same person?
It's like walking into a home improvement store, like, and like smashing every mirror, like, right this way, sweetie. Just walk on by, it's fine. They didn't have it today.
She's never seen a reflection. I will say, like, beautiful is a very like all-encompassing
Yeah.
term. That means a lot of things, and this guy is thinking entirely
Yeah.
looks, and it's like calling someone beautiful is also like you're a beautiful person.
Sure, yeah.
You are a beautiful being. Okay, this guy, I do not agree with him at all. What I will say that I do.
Here comes the butt, which is what they say when they see her face walking toward him. Am I right? Am I right?
Damn,
God damn.
dude.
Got her. She got
God
jacked.
damn.
Let's go.
He's one of those 8-year-old bangers.
As someone who started in the acting industry very young, and I've seen it with a lot of people, like there is a point of yes, like constantly making a kid like be like, yes, you're so pretty, like you're pretty, and having that be like the primary adjective that you're giving to a kid of like
Especially for
you're
women.
worthy. Yes,
Yeah.
I will say like with my nieces and nephews now, I don't have this situation, but like I try to use so many different adjectives to be like, yeah, like your worth is more than your appearance. Like,
Yeah.
but I grew up, being in the acting industry. Your appearance was heavily pushed on you, and it was like, oh, you're
And
gorgeous.
you were reminded.
You got this,
Yeah.
like you're gorgeous, and it's like, oh, so if I don't have that, I'm
Yeah.
screwed, and it is damaging. I do see that, but you're also. You can call your niece beautiful. Like there's that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like this is weird.
Because I've heard that before too, where like, I'm not a parent, but it's a matter of like, complimenting everything. Like you're so creative, you're so smart. Like, and that makes sense. And I understand you with the acting aspect of like, I grew up and, I always struggled with my weight. And if I ever lost any, he'd be like, oh, you're looking thin, you're looking good. And I had really bad stomach issues in my early 20s to the point where like the same frame I am now, just so people are like aware of reference, I'm like 194. I was 137 at my lowest, very sick, not doing well, looked like a skeleton. People would be like, you're looking great. And like, I hate that. But like the idea that he just couldn't call his niece beautiful because that's a lie, but he just wants to say everything else. Like his heart is in the right place for the other stuff,
Right.
but he's just not following through on that aspect. Like, and also telling an 8-year-old like, you're so smart. It's like, no, they're not. They can't even do long division yet.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Right.
So like, it's a lie no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
8-year-olds are great.
Some comments here. You're the asshole. Everything you said about it not being good to put beauty on a pedestal and act like that's what's important is true. You're right about the overall attitude. But saying to her parents that she is ugly is completely unnecessary and incredibly rude asshole behavior.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Someone else said, you're right to want to compliment other things to balance out the perception that physical beauty is most important. But why do the two need to be mutually exclusive? What benefit is there to calling her ugly? Why not, I don't know, do what you can to make her feel less ugly while also highlighting all her other great qualities. And you're right that she'll run into her fair share of bullies in her life. My heart breaks for her that her own uncle is her first one.
There we go.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
he's-
true.
It's based off of his judgment that he's like, well,
Right.
I know she's ugly. It's like, she's
Yeah.
8.
I feel like he's like almost there.
Yeah.
Like he's like almost there, and he just gotta just.
I know
Yeah.
a lot of people from this industry that dealt with that too, where yes, teens and your peers when you're growing up are going to be awful to you, but there's nothing more devastating than your own authority figures
Sure.
That sucks.
backing that shit up.
Yeah.
That makes you feel like you have no support system, that no one in life, like You know, like I do think to agree. Like it's great to have parents or authority figures in your life that you look up to who are like they believe in me and they see it, even if I don't and the people around me don't. And that's huge to have. And he's just not seeing that. So that's sad. But hopefully he'll learn. Here we go. Last story. Her house. We were saying goodbye at the door and gaining courage, I went in for a full hug instead. Immediate regret. I tried to widen my stance, but gravity is a heartless bitch. I immediately felt a cool breeze in my nethers and my pants around my knees. I tried to reach around, still embracing, and pull them up to respectable levels, but it was too late. My face was beet red. She looked down and saw my underwear. She stepped back, very concerned. I tried to explain everything, and she ended up just laughing hysterically, saying, "All it takes to get your pants off is one hug." Apparently, her sister as well was watching through the window and was also laughing and confirmed I at least didn't intentionally de-pants myself. Anyway, we're going on a second date and I'm getting a belt.
I
That's
think
cute.
I think that's I mean that's a great first date.
That is pretty
Like
great
I think
date.
like that went like I don't think it could
Yeah.
have gone better than that.
And his roommate was like, "How'd it go?"
yeah.
Yeah. Did the pants come off?
Yeah. I got you, bud.
I
was
got you,
I was
dude.
afraid she was gonna think he like did it intentionally and it was gonna be
Yes.
like scary.
Oh, yeah, I thought for a second
but,
too.
But I mean that's great.
I'll also say like that's a better outcome than like him successfully hugging her with like extremely wide stance. Like, cause that's at least a laugh. Like if she walks away and he's just like this far spread, she's just like, "What are
Also,
you
like,
doing?" He's like, "This is how I hug."
Also, how sus would it be for a guy to walk up like this?
Yeah.
Hey, like,
This literally sounds like a cartoon situation of like two kids in a trench coat. It's falling off. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey."
She's like, goodbye hug, and he goes like this. He goes,
yeah.
"Oi!"
Zangief.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bring it in. Some comments. You're 20, never owned a belt in your life, and this is only the first time this has happened to you. He said, "Well, I buy pants that fit. These weren't my pants."
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Someone else said, "If you end up dating for a while, this will be something funny for you to share. It's all good." He responded, "Definitely could have ended worse, but she responded great, which has made it much funnier. Never living it down, though." Super funny. This is young Mr. Bean.
I really wanted him to like keep going on the description. He's like, her sister was in the window watching, as was her elderly nun of a grandmother and youth pastor and a baby that just happened to be there.
And a Christian couple who were upset because they saw some edibles fall out of my pants.
Meanwhile, they had an ugly daughter.
An ugly niece.
Wow, this
man.
has been a roller coaster.
Yeah,
of
really
related
has.
stories.
A lot of
Yeah.
insane things.